It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, a pair of NFC West teams face off between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And here we go from LA. Starting from the 5. And this will give him some decent field position here, Connor. And this gets out to the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And 70-yard chunk on the opening snap of this game.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Another run for Williams. Crosses midfield, still going. He takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. It's a 13-yard. Play, and that's enough for the first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They stay on the ground with Williams. This is ahead for about 5. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Got a man, that's McCoy. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10.
First down.
From the gun, it's a get to Bigsby. And so much for finishing things on the ground. He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Looking for an open man. This throw is caught. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm.
And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams finish up an excellent opening series. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Steven Sims with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Well, maybe the rest of the game's going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, King. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
His first throw is an interception. Cameron Curl has it. And he takes this one back and in for the Los Angeles pick six. They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams drive out to an early 14-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Sims now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Milroe from the gun. It's his targets. That's Torrey Horton. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet. Gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
They're set up at the 35 now. Milroe with it on first. Catch is made down the right sideline. He's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. That's a good find from the Alabama rookie, and that'll give him a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Here's Milroe, 1st and 10. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And they make the stop, I'm going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Smith and Jigba going to motion over left. 1st down throw here from Milroe. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions you never turn down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Let's go now.
From the gun, Milroe. Throwing the out route complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
We know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
To throw, here's Milroe. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
No connection on the last play, and out third down.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Escapes out to the left. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks lower the deficit to a single possession. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Give up the gut to Bigsby. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're looking down to 2nd and 9. Rourke from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. They'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Shotgun now for Rourke. Nakua here, he's got it. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field in the tone of this drive.
No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Seahawks 43-yard line.
Rourke out of the shotgun. Seahawks bringing the pressure, and they got him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. They're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's going deep this time. Well, they had the look. Chipper didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. The Rams are set to punt. It was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. That's grabbed at the 10. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Throwing now, Milroe. Fits it through the middle. And he's out the clear. He's at the 30. He could do it. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jarquez Hunter getting his first look on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary?
the
That's it.
24-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Rourke. Finds him over the middle. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, quick tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team. When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Again, it's Bigsby. And he'll be met into the line to limit the gain to a yard. To the ground by Nick Eamon-Warren.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Warren looking to throw. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. He's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
That's just awesome, Kate. Look at him multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of gap on top of it.
Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 14-yard line.
Reaction with Rourke. Flushed out of the pocket. The throw is caught. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Has it in close. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams get some late points and the lead. Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Sims now on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing here, Milrow. Here's a screen out for Walker. And will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Off the play fake, Milrow. And in the hands of his running back, Walker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
1st down, Seahawks.
Milrow from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's he's going to be drugged down. It looks like at that 37-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Milroe with it on first. Short pass brought in. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
From the 30 on second down. To the left, he's got Arroyo. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks earn the chance to tie before halftime.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Showing a little burst so far. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, we know that every single possession in this league is a premium. And these ones right before halftime with the clock dwindling down, they become even bigger. Setting your offense up for success with a return like that, you couldn't script it any better.
And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take the lead just before halftime. That one right down the middle. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Evans set to kick this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
1st and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Pistol now for Milroe. Catch made over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Looking to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
The throw right side finds Kupp. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, with some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Walker on first down. Crosses the 35, still got more room. And he's finally brought down at the 33. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Sims now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it up. And he takes this one back and in for the Los Angeles pick six. Setting up to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams double their lead to 14. Now, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Sims now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Shotgun now for Milroe. Hits him on the out route. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
And the defense was all over that throw. Able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
From the gun, Milroe. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken down. It's a quality yardage on that play.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted and got it, going right where he wanted to get the ball off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Slot man motioned over. They give up the gut to Walker. They'll cobble together a yard there. That tackle made by Kobe Turner.
The thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Milroe looking to throw. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, Seahawks.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Let's go now.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on first. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks shrinking the lead some in the third. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It leads to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on third down.
Brings up third and 3.
Work out of the shotgun. That's caught by Williams. And they are on him short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up fourth down. The Rams are set to punt. He's brought down before the return gets far.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. We'll go play action here. It's Milroe. He's on a crossing route. And he'll push this upfield and earn that, but we set it down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've left over the week during practice. They're both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary. You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
2nd and 13. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
And 13.
Now it's Milroe. It's complete. Play made by Collins. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
First down.
Here he goes on the bootleg. Bails out of the pocket quick. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. A gain of 27 yards there. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
We feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop. We're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time, Gibby did a terrific job finding that out. It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Pop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Finds Smith and Jigba right side. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. A very short kick here from the right hash. Myers' kick is good. And it drops back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rourke. This is complete to Ferguson out left. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So we're through 3 here. It's Rams ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end.
At the 39-yard line.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Play action with Rourke. Right side, Ferguson's got it. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. 1-yard gain on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Williams now on 1st and 10. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play fake. It's Rourke. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Second down at the Seahawks 44-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. Right side into the hands of Adams. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
It's his running back. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, they call the heck of the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Gain of 22 more yards. That's another Rams first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They did it! He made the interception! That is Nick Emanwari. He's at midfield. The 30. The 10. And he takes this one back for the pick six.
This offense had time to go through the 5 stages of grief by the time that interception reached the other end zone gate. Denial when they saw it picked up. Anger's return. Picked up steam all the way through to some reluctant acceptance. And they just watched the celebration unfold in the wrong end zone.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
First down.
On the give, it's Bigsby. Blast through midfield. And he's dropped down at the 44. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it brings up an LA first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Rams trail by a field goal. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Rourke from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Rams are going to have a first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
At the 32-yard line.
Give to Williams from the gun. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
19 Tiger. Get up.
First and goal, here's Williams. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. He gets him 3, and this brings up second and goal. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. It's second and goal. Setting up to pass. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it'll be third and goal. Here he is to throw. Vacates quickly left side. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
This could be the snap that decides this game. It's fourth and goal. Desperation time here. And he's got it! He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Seahawks, 38.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with.
35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Here he goes, one final shot. And in the hands of Fulton, complete. And will not get any further, but plenty of progress already. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense